Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Pamela. On this channel, I don't even know what this channel is about, but sometimes I share messages for the collective or I talk about whatever I want to through the lens of consciousness. Today, I have a message for those that find this video. You need to be careful who you tell your plans and your dreams to. Because most times people give you advice based on their own level of consciousness and they project their fears onto you. And if you're not grounded and if you're not strong, you start believing those fears and you change course. That could also be a form of destiny swapping, even though personally I don't believe that anyone can swap my destiny if I don't give them permission to do so. And we give them permission to swap our destinies by fear, having fear, believing that anyone can harm you and things like that. So, by destiny swapping, what I mean is maybe, for example, you're trying to start a business and you tell a friend, oh, I'm thinking of starting this business, and your friend tells you 101 reasons why the business would fail, why the business would go wrong. And then you become afraid and you change course. But what if it was your destiny to start that business? Now you decided to change course and you swapped your destiny because you told your dreams to someone with limited thinking. So before you tell anyone your plans, before you tell anyone your dreams, you have to make sure that they are grounded in consciousness, that they are operating from the level of love and compassion and bliss. People that do not believe that anything is impossible. People that do not believe that, oh, because of the color of your skin, where you were born, you can't make it big. That's not true. You can create whatever you want. That dream that you want to create that people are telling you is impossible, the divine, God, the universe, goddess, whoever you believed in, put that dream in your heart for a reason. And they just need you to raise your frequency to the level of your dream and you see things coming to pass. That's why I'm very big on visualization, imagination, affirmative prayers, because that is how we raise our frequency. But if you believe because Joe Rowe down the street tells you it's impossible because it's impossible for him or her, then you swap your destiny because you listen to Joe Schmo. But what if you listen to the God of your heart? What if you listen to your intuition? Instead of going to every Tom, Dick, and Jane to give you ideas or give you the go ahead to go after your dream, what if you listen to your intuition, the love within, the joy within, your own consciousness, and go forward? It might not be easy because we go through tests, especially if what you're trying to create has never been done in your ancestry. It might be hard because your nervous system tries to protect you from going forward because what you're going for is an unknown. And to the nervous system, it reminds it of when we lived in the jungle and you hear the rustle of the leaves and you don't know if it's just air or if it's a lion. So the nervous system tries to protect you by keeping you small. But I promise you, if you keep going, if you visualize the end, you feel it, you taste it, you see it, you say your affirmative prayers, in due time, everything will come to pass. I'm a testimony of it. I live in New York City right now. And when I tell some friends that I live in New York, they'll be like, wow, you've been talking about moving to New York for years. I didn't know how I was going to move to New York. I had other plans, but the universe had other plans. I was tested. I was put into trials. I had 2 weeks to move to New York. I didn't have any money. And the universe consciousness said, go to a women's shelter. And if you've been subscribed on my channel, you've heard the story so many times. So I don't apologize because other people need to hear the story. And they said, go to a women's shelter. And I went to a women's shelter and I had people around me say, oh, that's so crazy. Why would you go to a women's shelter? Oh, you had a very nice apartment in Vegas, driving your own car. Why are you giving all this up and traveling, gallivanting around the world? And now you're saying you're going to New York, the most expensive place in the world. But I listened to the voice of my heart. I was scared. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was like, okay, let me go move to a women's shelter. And it was hard. It was one of the most trying times of my life, but I reframed it. Instead of me saying I live in a shelter, I kept telling myself, I live in New York City for free. I live in New York City for free. And I did not know that staying in the shelter was a blessing in disguise. I did not realize that because if you stay in a shelter, you can qualify for government assistance to get your own apartment. And now I'm in my own huge one-bedroom apartment in New York, in Manhattan. So if I had listened to other people, I would not be living here. Because there were so many people that told me, oh, it was the wrong thing to do. But I'm so grateful to myself. I want to thank me for not listening to other people's fears. So, what is that thing that God is putting in your heart to do? Maybe it's to move to another country. Maybe it's to move to another state. Maybe it's to go back to school in your 40s or 50s. Or maybe it is to leave a relationship that is no longer serving you, but you're afraid. You just have to take the leap of faith. Okay, I have this write up on my desk. Hopefully, you can see it. It says, "Lip, and the net will appear." Because fortune favors the bold. Fortune favors the brave. So you just have to take that jump. And this is a reminder for me every day that it's okay to jump and the net will appear. Making these videos is actually very hard for me. It's out of my comfort zone, talking about consciousness, doing tarot meditation online. But this was put in my heart by the consciousness and by the universe. And if I don't listen, maybe my blessings will come. So maybe your blessings are stalling because you're not listening. It's time to turn on your ears. Turn it on. Okay, listen to your inner heart, because everything you need to succeed is within you. Don't let anybody, Tom, Dick, or Jane, tell you that is impossible. Because if you buy into that low level of thinking, if you buy into that negative thinking, you're going to manifest it into your life, because we create our reality. That's what people don't realize. We create everything that we go through. We created it for our soul to learn and to rise. And it's up to us to create the life of our dreams. If we can't create negativity, just imagine the positive things you can create in your life. If you're a Christian, or if you've read the Bible, it says, "As a man thinketh, so is he." So whatever you think, that's what's going to happen. If you buy into people's low level of thinking, you're going to manifest that. So that's all I have for you guys today. Let me know what you think down below. And if you're new here, subscribe and share this message to everyone. And I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.